I know it's been a long time, but we've had a lot of not good weather. It's been raining for about a month. I got a couple of tips for you guys today. First of all is when you get wood, write the name of the wood on. This is magnolia, as you can see. The reason is if you cut a tree down and you get wood and you rough it out like this, in 10 years when you get to your wood, you're gonna forget, hey, what was that tree? So if you write it on, I use the Carpenter's construction crayons. They don't run and bleed. If you use the magic markers, sometimes they do run and bleed. I always turn two tenons. There's one in a chuck and there's one on this side. The reason for that is you don't know what you're going to do with this, and might also make the tenons early. I always start between centers, like I said before, and the reason is we can get rid of this unsightly part, right? What we're going to do today is we're going to turn eggs. Eggs are wonderful to turn. It's spindle turning practice. It has all of the grains. It has long grain, side grain, and end grain. They're fun to turn and they're fun to hold. So we're gonna get started, and it'll all be spindle work, yeah? So I'm gonna stop for a little while and so I got this roughed out, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just go through and why these are wonderful to turn. Like I said, you get side grain, no, I don't know which is which, but there's two different side grains, right? And eventually you'll get to the end grain. What you want to do is you want to get the thicker side on your drive side, right? Because if you get the thinner side on your drive side and you start to go on the other side, you could break off your thin side, right? So always keep your thicker part on your drive side, and we'll go and we'll work this down some more. I'm gonna get a parting tool. I'm gonna get this kind of close and sand, and then we'll see. All right, be right back. Okay, so I sanded. This is another tip for you guys. I made this. It holds the sandpaper, hole in the bottom so the dust can fall out. And what I do is I cut my sandpaper into quarters, cut that in half, so now this is an eighth, and I fold it like this. That's so you don't rub the grits against each other. And this is a little bit of a sanding. I go to 400. We'll do a little bit more, and I'll put a real fast finish on it, and I'll be back. Okay, so here we are. I turned that real thin, and all we got to do is do this. Now there's just very little bit to sand and get it down, and this is your finished egg after we do that sanding. So it's very beautiful. Got the end grain, pretty good, nice. So now the good thing about an egg is there's no actual definition of what an egg is. So it it could be like this, it could be more of a circle, it could be very pointed. If you want a real challenge in wood turning, turn a sphere. Everybody knows what a sphere is, and everybody knows what a perfect sphere is. It's very difficult to turn. So if you want a big challenge, and that's it. And but one more thing to do here. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did use a skew on this, and for you guys that are starting, this is a radius skew. If you learn to use a skew, it gives the very best finish cut that you can get out of any any product. If you was watching and you caught it, I had a couple of catches, so I'm not very good at using a skew. I'm trying to get better, but if you're learning, I encourage you to learn how to use a skew. When you get a bigger diameter, they're harder to use because of the angles involved. As you can see, as you did see, I got a couple of skates and catches, and it all comes with learning. And if you do learn how to use a skew, it's very well worth it. All right. Anyway, I just thought I'd add that at the end. Thank you. Okay, so there you go. I just sanded by hand. If it wasn't, just for a show like this, I'd do a better job. But the finish is any of those grit and shine products. There's a number of them out on the market. They're fun for this purpose, that you get a pretty good wowie effect from it turning into its finished product. But this is an egg. And like I said, it's got all of the different grains, all three. Side grain, long grain, end grain. And it shows off the grain of any of the wood that you see. And I think it's a great project. And you need a stand, right? Anyway, here we go. All right, thank you for watching.